Hey guys, what is up? This is Matt Talks Politics here for another alternate history video on Wednesday, February 21st, 2018. Today we have the 1992 general election. The original election was won by Bill Clinton, 370 to 168 for George Bush incumbent, and also Ross Perot, who did a lot of vote splitting, almost got 20 million votes right there. You're talking 20 million votes that would have most likely more so went for Bush, I think, which is partly why this election, in my opinion, Bill Clinton again was a very popular president, but I do believe he had a big helping hand to Ross Perot because of vote splitting. Now this election is different. We're not going to talk about Bill Clinton here. We're talking about Al Gore, his running mate. Let's say Al Gore got the nominee. Let's say it's Al Gore versus George H.W. Bush with no Ross Perot. Ross Perot is not in this. This is just a two-party system. Democrat Al Gore nominee versus the incumbent president George H.W. Bush. No third party. So no independent this time. So this election, obviously we have Al Gore for the Democrat side from Tennessee, which and we also have George H.W. Bush, incumbent president. So at the time, Bush had some of his own issues with taxes. He said, "Read my lips." He's not going to do anything with taxes, which he ended up doing, which did hurt him a lot, I think, in the 1992 general election. Fun fact, I was born in 1992, but that's besides the point. All right, but let's just get right to this. So today, again, Gore, Bush. Let's start off with some states that I'm gonna automatically guarantee. Now, this map's different because the 1992 election, the map changed dramatically, with a lot of the South turning blue. However, this may not be the case this election. So we're gonna go from the West. I am gonna give a lot of the 88 states that Bush lost, he will lose again. I will give Oregon and Washington to Al Gore. Also Hawaii to Al Gore. Alaska will go to George H.W. Bush. So now I'll go back to California later. Texas will go to Bush. Tennessee I'm going to automatically give to Al Gore. It's his home state. I think he'd narrowly win in his home state. Gore would also carry West Virginia and Minnesota. Those are states I would guarantee. Also New York, Maine. These are all going to go for Al Gore. New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. These will all go for Gore. Vermont, we'll come back to New Hampshire. However, now let's just do some Bush states. These states will all go for HW. Arizona, the Great Plains will all go to HW. Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri. These are three flops from previous years. However, Iowa, I'm going to give to Al Gore. So we're talking 150 for Al Gore right now to 109 to George H.W. Al Gore has a lead. Now, go down the eastern seaboard. I want to give Virginia to Bush. Oh, should I just switch D.C.? Let's put that back for Gore. North Carolina for Bush, South Carolina for Bush, Georgia for Bush, Bam for Bush, and there you go. Also, I'm going to give Indiana off the bat to Bush. So, 185 for Bush right now, Gore trailing. I will give Pennsylvania, though. I think narrowly the Northeast was turning more Democrat, so the Northeast will carry Gore for Pennsylvania. He'll get to keep Pennsylvania. However, though, also Wisconsin, I think, will go for Al Gore. The big one here, though, is Florida. He won at 92, even with vote splitting. I think he win it again. So he's already ahead of his 168. That's a big thing here. He's already ahead of that. He's at 210 right now to Al Gore's 184. Going to be a very tight election, I think. Kentucky, though, will also go for H.W. Bush. Now, these are the big ones here. I'm going to give California narrowly to Bush, which thus would give Bush the election. Bush would win re-election against Al Gore. I think he'd be able to carry California. Not by a lot, though. I think he would narrowly carry California. And I also believe that New Mexico would narrowly go for Al Gore. Nevada would stay for Bush, and so would Colorado. Again, these are narrow victories in Nevada and Colorado for Bush. He would barely carry these states. He would lose New Mexico, though, to Gore. I also think narrowly narrowly Bush would carry New Hampshire. I also believe Bush would narrowly carry Michigan as well. Now, I do believe, though, Illinois. I think in Illinois, that would go to Al Gore. I think Gore would narrowly carry Illinois. However, Ohio would go for George H.W. Bush. And that pretty much does it here. I think Ohio would narrowly go for him in that corner. I think the final electoral map would be 211 for Al Gore to 327 for H.W. Not a landslide or a blowout, but Bush gets a fairly decent win here. And even if you take out California, Bush would still narrowly win. However, we're going to keep California on the Bush camp. And this will be definitely the last time California ever votes Republican in the near future, obviously. So that's about it, guys, for today. Want to get this done real quick. This was Al Gore versus incumbent George H.W. Bush. And George H.W. wins re-election, 327 to 211 electorals. Al Gore with the best Democrat performance in many years, better than Michael Dukakis 4 years prior, getting over 200 electorals, which is a pretty good number here. You know, Gore didn't do bad here, but it just was not enough to overhandle and dethrone George H.W. Bush. So that's it, guys, for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys Friday for another alternate history video. Hope you guys enjoyed Al Gore versus George H.W. Bush 1992 general election.